is Pauline, and I am the founder of OmCycle Yoga, yoga for balancing the ovulation menstruation cycle. I'm so happy to collaborate with HolyMama Hub to allow you to have more time, more energy for your family, for yourself, for your kids. And so this is really a practice for you to balance your hormones. Today we focused on ovulation, which is when your estrogen is peaking. We tend to be so high and out of body that we really want to ground ourselves. Physically, it's when our bodies are strongest. Our testosterone is also rising, so this gives us extra confidence, extra risk-taking, and so this is a time to really ground ourselves through physical strength poses. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy. Let's start off in Tadasana, just standing with your feet wide apart as your hips, hands by your side with your palms facing forward. Close down your eyes and take deep breaths in and a deep breath out. Let's do two more like this. Deep breath in and out. One more. Really feel your feet grounding into the earth, maybe even swaying to the left, onto your toes, slightly forward, towards the right, back onto your heels, and then switching sides, moving towards the right, forward, onto the toes, the left side, and onto your heels. Now find that sweet spot in the middle. Taking a deep breath in and out. We'll inhale to raise our arms up towards the sky, gaze up. And as you breathe out, forward fold Uttanasana all the way down towards the earth. Stay here for a few breaths. Really bend through the knees here. Allow your chest to rest on your thighs. Maybe grab a hold of both elbows and sway from side to side. Maybe a little bounce in your spine, shaking your head no and finishing on a yes. Ground through your feet, find stillness, let go of your elbows. As you inhale, bring your hands to the bottoms of your knees. Lengthen your spine forward, lengthen your neck, the crown of your head forward as you bring your ears away from your shoulders. Your shoulder blades slide down your back and trying to keep this straight spine as you halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Take a deep breath in to extend and exhale to fold. Bring your hands down to the earth. And we're going to come into a downward facing dog on the exhale with bent knees. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. We're really wanting to focus on engaging as many muscles as possible in this pose. So bring most of your weight to the outside edges of your palms, because we can walk on the outsides of our palms, not necessarily the inside. So let's bring most of our weight distributed to the pinky side of our palms. Spread out your fingers, let your elbows go out to the sides as you rotate your armpits in towards your face. Create that space in your neck between your shoulder blades so that your ears fall away from your shoulders, and lift your hips up towards the sky. Keeping a nice bend in your knees, heels above the ground. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We'll inhale to wave forward into high plank. Really push your heart through your shoulder blades here. We'll hold for another 3 breaths. Keeping your heels high, your neck lengthening. Engage your lower belly. Engage as many muscles as possible. One more deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bend your knees towards the ground. Lower your chest towards the ground and your chin onto your belly. Untuck your toes, hands by your rib cage. As you breathe in, lift up your chest for baby cobra, as if you're pulling your elbows back towards your hips. Lengthen your neck. Keep lifting up your chin, your chest, as you press your pelvis down. And exhale to let it go. Bring your fingertips as wide as your elbows, in line with your shoulders now. And as you breathe in, press your toes down, your pelvis down, as you reach your chest up towards the sky. Exhale, lower back down. 2 more times like this. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale to lower down. 1 more time. And exhale, bring your hands by your rib cage, tuck your toes, and make your way back to child's pose. Hips come onto your heels, untuck your toes, and hands by your feet. Let your forehead connect to the earth. Stay here for another couple of breaths. Take this moment to really ground and connect to the earth. As you breathe in next, reach your fingertips forward, coming back into downward facing dog on the exhale. Lift up your hips towards the sky. Bend through your knees. And your next breath in, we'll wave forward to high plank 1 more time. We'll hold here. Ovulation is really a time when our muscle building is strongest. So we can hold this a little longer. You can do it. Keep breathing, engage your belly, engage your back, push your heart towards the sky. Grip to the earth with your fingertips. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And exhale, bend through your knees, downward facing dog. Your next breath in, reach your right leg up towards the sky for 3-legged dog. Flex your right foot. It's okay if your right leg isn't straight. Just really try to engage as many muscles as possible. Take 1 more breath in to reach your foot even higher. And exhale, knee to nose. Kiss your knee for self-love. Inhale, back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg comes back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow this time. And inhale, back up to 3-legged dog. Now we're gonna do a Chaturanga Vinyasa Flow with your right leg facing up. Inhale, lift up for upward facing dog. And exhale, bend through your knees, downward facing dog. Left side now. Inhale, left leg comes up. 3-legged dog. Stay here for another breath. And exhale, knee to nose. Kiss your knee for self-love on this side. Inhale, back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. And exhale to the right knee. 1 more time, 3-legged dog. Exhale, Vinyasa Flow. Make your way to high plank with your left leg up. Chaturanga to halfway down. Inhale for your chest to come up for upward facing dog. Exhale, bend through the knees, downward facing dog. Come onto your knees now, tabletop. So high plank. In ovulation, our estrogen is peaking, and estrogen really makes our bones stronger, our muscles stronger. So really push your heart up through the sky, keeping a slight bend in your elbows. And as if you're gripping the earth with your fingers, heels are pointing back. Really engage your belly, engage your legs. And I know you can hold on a little bit longer. This is our strongest moment, so you can do it. Another 3 deep breaths. Keep pushing your heart up, hips up. Lengthen your neck. And then we're going to come into a Vinyasa Flow. Come forward above your fingers. Bend halfway into the elbows. And then inhale for upward facing dog. Toes tucked or untucked. Lifting your chest up, gazing up. And as you exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog, bending through the knees. Take a moment here. Take a breath. And your next breath in, raise your right leg up towards the sky, keeping your foot flexed. As you exhale, knee to nose, kiss your knee for self-love. Coming above your fingers a little bit, inhale, raise your right leg back up to 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. This time to the left elbow, exhale. One more time, back up. And as you exhale this time, come to high plank with your right leg up. Chaturanga, Vinyasa Flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Look up. Exhale, bend through your knees, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. Left foot is flexed. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Kiss your knee for self-love. Inhale, back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Back to 3-legged dog, exhale, or inhale, sorry. Exhale to right elbow. Inhale, back up, 3-legged dog. Vinyasa Flow, make your way to high plank, keep your left leg up, lower halfway, Chaturanga, and inhale, upward facing dog, gaze up. Exhale, make your way to Child's Pose, knees together, untuck the toes, hands come by your feet, forehead to the earth. Take a moment to ground, to fully surrender. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Make your way to tabletop, wrists under shoulders, hips under knees. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. This time, gaze forward between your hands. Inhale to lift up your heels. Exhale, bend through the knees, look forward, and either step or float to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Bend through your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands under your knees, lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold. Ground through your feet. Inhale to sweep your arms up towards the sky. Gaze up. And hands come together in front of your heart, Samastiti. Take a breath here. Exhale. Bend through your knees. Inhale to sweep your arms down and up for chair pose. And sit back. As women, we really want to lengthen our hips down. Lengthen your tailbone. Allow a nice wide hip width apart stance. Arms are up. Open up your heart. Again, this is our strongest time, so you can hold it. Keep holding. Maybe even lower down a little bit. Engage your lower belly. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale to forward fold. Beautiful, good job. Inhale, halfway lift with your back. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to come into Dolphin Pose. Come onto your elbows, your forearms here. And just bring your hips up towards the sky. You can bring your toes closer to your face. Allow your neck to lengthen away from your shoulders. And from here, since we have the rising testosterone giving us extra confidence, extra risk-taking, we've been building our muscles, we're stronger, we can come into an inversion like headstand. So interlace your fingers, and we're going to place our fingers or our hands in the crown of our head. So right about where you have your bun, maybe, at the crown of your head, kind of making a flat surface with the top of your head and your hands. Your elbows are almost in line with your shoulders. And just keep bringing your toes closer together to your face as your hips stack up above your shoulders. Start to raise one leg towards the sky and the other. And this is a very grounding pose during our ovulation to remind us to come back to earth when we're so high and out of body. Try to reach the sky with your feet. And if this isn't available for you today, just stay in Dolphin Pose. Also very grounding by bringing your crown to the earth. Stay here for another 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly come back down into child's pose. Feet together, toes untucked. Bring your forehead to the earth as your hands go by your feet. Take another deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale to raise your torso up. And just place your hands on your legs with your palms facing down for grounding. Close down your eyes. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Then just come onto one side of your hips, allowing your legs to come forward. I like to grab the flesh of my bum out to the side to allow my pelvis to tilt forward. Inhale to raise your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward at the hips and keeping that straight spine as much as possible until you reach that space or that edge where your spine can no longer be straight. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears, reach your arms. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, start to round through your back, bringing your forehead closer to your knees. If you'd like, you can grab a hold of your feet, the outside edges of your feet, or your peace fingers around your big toes. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale to come back up. Arms go up towards the sky. And exhale, hands by your hips. Bring your hips closer to your feet with your knees up. Coming into Navasana boat pose, raise your legs. Lift up your chest closer to your knees by allowing your pelvis to come forward a little bit more. Raise your arms, open up your hands out to the side. You can even straighten out your legs. We're going to hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down slowly for another 3, 2, 1. Just ground for a moment, recalibrate, neutralize your spine. Bring your knees up towards the sky. Feet are hip width apart. Able to, with your fingers, touch your heels, the back of your heels. Slightly tuck in your tailbone so that your lower back is flat with the earth. Maybe roll your arms underneath your back a little bit. We're going to come into bridge pose. So as you inhale, first lift up your tailbone, then your lower back, then your middle back, and your chin comes to your chest as you press down with your forearms, your triceps, hips come up, knees pointing forward. Lift up your hips a little bit higher. Hold for another 3 breaths. And exhale, lower down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Tailbone last to come down. Beautiful. Now bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself the biggest hug of gratitude. Gently roll from side to side, massaging either side of your spine. We're going to come into a supine twist to cool down. Bring your feet back onto the earth. Shift your hips over to the right. Hands out into a cactus or a T. Knees into your chest and lower them gently over to the left side. Making sure that your right shoulder is still connected to the earth. You can have multiple variations here. You can have a deeper twist by twisting your legs around each other. If you'd like less of a twist, you can bring your fist between your knees and creating that space between your knees. So whatever works for your body. Take 3 more deep breaths. And your next breath in, reach your knees into your chest. Place your feet down. Shift your hips over to the left side of your mat. Knees into your chest and lower them gently to the right. Gazing over your left shoulder. 3 more deep breaths. And inhale to bring your knees into your chest. Neutralize your spine by shifting your hips back through center. Give yourself another big hug. Kiss your knees for self-love. And final pose here, happy baby. Let your knees go out wide. Grab either side of the outside edges of your feet as you press your lower spine, your sit bones down towards the earth as much as possible. Your hands are inside your knees, grabbing the outside edges of your feet, and gently pulling your feet down towards your shoulders. A big smile in your face, because that's what happy babies do. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side. This pose really activates our liver meridian. So our liver is what metabolizes our hormones and needs to metabolize our hormones throughout the entire month for us to get our menstruation again. So by allowing ourselves to come into these poses and activating our liver more, we are balancing our hormones, detoxing any excess estrogen, and regulating our cycle, have a more well-rounded, balanced life. More time, more energy for our families, our friends. Take one more deep breath. And as you exhale, lay out wide into Shavasana, corpse pose. Feet out as wide as possible. Hands by your side with your palms facing up. And allow yourself to completely surrender and melt down into the earth. Be as heavy as possible. Take 3 more deep and nourishing breaths. Coming back into your body, bringing some movement into your toes and your fingers. Finding a deep morning stretch by pointing your toes, interlacing your fingers, stretching them above your head, squeezing your face. And as you exhale, let it go. If you'd like more energy, more active energy, we're going to roll over onto our right side into a fetal position. If you'd like more grounding, feminine, lunar energy to calm you down, roll onto your left side. Keeping your eyes heavy or closed. Come back to your intention of being grounded during this time of peaking, glowingness, blossoming self. like a flower in bloom, its roots are very much grounding and growing in the opposite direction, strengthening. Slowly come up with your eyes heavier closed into a comfortable seated position. Palms facing down on your knees. Ground through your sit bones, evenly distributing the weight. And as you ground down, can you lengthen up through your spine with your inhale? Through the top crown of your head. Let's bring our hands together. And close this session with a unifying Om. A-U-M. Taking a breath in first to prepare. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to chant Om from your heart. Bring your thumbs to third eye for kind and loving thoughts. Thumbs to your lips for kind and loving words. Thumbs to your heart for kind and loving actions. And we bow down to Mother Earth in gratitude for all she gives us. Namaste. Thank you. And see you next time.